This was a tough one to make. So if you read the title, this is going to be a tag video. I wasn't tagged. I don't even go here yet. I'm kind of brand new on the scene. Nobody knows me. I kind of feel like those chain letters that go around, or, people tag you on Facebook with, do this challenge, and I don't get tagged very often, but maybe if I jump in here, try to play with the kids, I will get a tag at some point in the future. But I saw this video first, this topic first, at Rebecca Collazo's videos. If you have not seen her, you probably have, but if you haven't, I really enjoy her fragrance videos. They're really relatable and detailed and down to earth. She tries a really wide variety of fragrances too. So whether you're looking for a celebrity or designer niche, she's got it all. So recommend it. Today's challenge is to select one fragrance per season for life, I guess. It's for a year. Let's just say it's for a year. And this was a challenging video to make because not only do you have to think about what your favorite perfume is by season, you also have to think about it, something that you're going to wear every single day for that season, and it has to work for day and night. And this is tricky for me because a lot of the perfumes that I favor are really heavy and complex. And when I start to think about having to actually wear something like that every single day, it starts to get, I think I would find it cloying or obnoxious. So I had to step back and say, okay, maybe I love this fragrance, but would I really want to wear it every single day? So let's start with winter, because where I'm from in the Northeast United States, we get a lot of winter. A lot of it's winter. And you gotta find some peaceful points of respite where you can. So I've selected for my winter fragrance, Tom Ford Noir Parfum. Now, I think this is wearable, certainly in fall. I wore it even in summer, but I did think I was just really excited about that. I don't think it's a good summer fragrance. The reason I picked this one is for Tom Ford. First of all, it's my favorite Tom Ford. I own more expensive ones. I own the ones from the private collections, but honestly, this one has greater projection and longevity and a really cool scent. So I like it probably more than the ones that I have from the private collection, if I were to have to choose one. This one, a lot of people describe it as a gourmand. It does have vanilla. For me, it was when I smelled it for the first time, I found it very powdery, and I find it very warm and cozy, but also very sexy. And as I mentioned, the projection's great. You can smell it on yourself. Other people can smell it on you. It has top notes of ginger, bitter orange, mandarin orange, bergamot. It also has a base note of vanilla, amber, sandalwood. And it really just kind of envelops you in its scent. And if you haven't given this one a sniff, I really recommend it. I think it's a pretty, I'd say it's a crowd pleaser too. So it's not a controversial choice. I think that's something else you'd want to keep in mind when you pick a fragrance to wear every single day for a season is this going to offend the people around me? And this would not. And it works for day or night. It's very versatile. It's really pretty. I kind of wish I was wearing this one today. I'm not, because I'm trying out some stuff for future videos, but I kind of wish I was wearing this one today. Now I got my sweater. It's a good one. It would also definitely work for fall. Next, we're going to go into spring. And spring where I am from is total BS. It barely exists. I got to rag on an entire season, but you still get piles of snow that have disgusting salt on them. You have a really bitter bite of wind where I'm from that lasts well through May. So it's kind of a BS spring. But let's pretend we have a nice pretty floral spring and go with Metro Garden by Blue Hill. I plug these guys a lot. I'm a fan of the scents, and I'm a fan of the house. This is a floral, but it has an edge to it. So it's not just like a sweet floral you're going to get bored of. Oh, I feel like flowers. Great, it's spring. It's not like that. It has a bit of an edge to it. It's a violet iris perfume. Let me read the description too, just to make sure I capture it. So they describe it as the top notes are petitgrain and bergamot, and then there's iris, call it a moody iris, vintage violet, heady rose, and velvet narcissus. And then it has a base of sandalwood, balsam, and vetiver. And you can definitely pick up that vetiver. When I first smelled it, I got a lot of this leathery note. It's not there. I don't know what I was picking up, but it definitely does have, as I said, a unisex aspect to it, I would say even. I know most florals really aren't, but I think this has a crispness to it that would technically work on a man or a woman. It's a good one. And then we'll go into my favorite summers. My favorite season, which, spoiler alert, is summer. It's definitely my favorite. From a fragrance perspective, though, it is not. And I think that's because I do not favor, and I'm going to say this word one time just to explain that I hate it. I'm not a fan of freshies. I hate the word more than the perfumes. I'm not a fan of like any sort of like cutesy word to describe like any of those sort of like little buzzy word that like made things sound cute. Yeah, like full body crawl, hate. And the fragrances, I don't have full body crawls, but generally when I look for a fragrance, I do not look for freshies. I said it twice. Oh, ruined my morning. I do not look for fresh scents. So what I look for in the summer is more of a sunscreen type of vibe. I'm going to maybe wear it to the beach or the pool. So I was thinking maybe the Tom Ford Soleil Blanc body spray I have, but that felt like cheating, both because it's a body spray and because I already had Tom Ford on the list. So I'm trying this one right now, and I could see it is working better in the summer than in the current season, which is fall. And it is Sunshine Woman. You can see it's just a decant here. From Amouage. This is my first Amouage that I am trying out, and it doesn't project quite as much as I'd like it to, but as far as like the complexity and the notes and just how interesting it is, I'm really pleased. I had heard good things about this house. I think it's a little bit hit or miss, but if you find a good one that you're gonna like really be like, I appreciate what's different about this house and where the price is coming from, and that's how I feel about this. The notes are really interesting on it, so just to pull them up. There's really a big kick of almond when you first spray this, and then that black currant, it kind of shows up as like, even like, maybe like medicine. That sounds bad, but like it's just really fast. And then it just gives way to like, I think that the nuttiness is really sniffable. Like you just kind of want to keep sniffing it once you've got that nuttiness on you. It has a vanilla, jasmine, tobacco. A lot of people pick up the tobacco really heavily. I do a little bit, not as strongly as some of the almond notes that I mentioned. Or the patchouli. It's got a patchouli, and I do like patchouli. If you don't like patchouli, you might not like this one. I do. I think this is one that, even though it's kind of rich, I think it would work on a summer day, because I think like the heat and sweat on your skin would really make it, you know, burst out and be really beautiful. So I haven't worn it in the summer yet, so again, a little bit of a cheat, but I look forward to wearing this one in the summer and possibly picking up a whole bottle of it, because I'm really enjoying this scent test right at the moment. And let's bring it around to the current season. This was kind of the easiest one to pick because it's the current season. I'm going, okay, what am I reaching for the most here? And I've mentioned it in a few of my videos, so maybe it won't be a shocker. Careful with the bottle because it's a lot going on. It's this Jean Paul Gaultier Scandal by Night. This is not the original Scandal. I've not smelled the original Scandal yet. I'm interested. This is Scandal by Night. It's so sweet. But not just like in like a immature kind of way, or like a little kid or a candy kind of way. It's fruity sweet, sexy, juicy. So the notes are honey, and you definitely get that. Bitter orange, cherry, tuberose. This is probably my favorite cherry based one that I have. Tonka bean, vanilla. It's got that patchouli, which again I favor. Oh, I really like this one. I could probably wear this one in every single season because it really is like my go-to favorite at the moment. But I think overall, I'm going to say it's good for fall because I think it's a mix for whether sometimes in the fall you get like a cold morning and then a warm day. It would work well for that. It's Scandal by Night. It would definitely work for an evening out. And it's sexy, but not so sexy that, you know, it's inappropriate for work, especially if you spray it lighter after your shower. I think it would just smell fruity and pretty, and, you know, not like you're necessarily trying to seduce your staff. So that's my picks. As I said, this was a tricky one to kind of narrow down, but it was a fun one. I'm not going to try it out. I'm not going to try to wear the same fragrance every day because I don't have to, and I'm trying, as I said, a lot for future videos, and I'd be bummed to have to stop. But I think I feel pretty good about my choices, that these are things that I legitimately could wear every day for an entire season if I was going to do that. I'm going to tag Sally Marion. She is one of my favorite fragrance YouTubers. We don't know each other. We're not affiliated. She might not see my tag, but that's who I am going to tag in this because I haven't seen her do this topic yet. I really enjoy her videos. They're so relaxing. She has such a calming voice, pretty blouses all the time. I really enjoy her videos, so I'm going to tag her in this. And if you are a fragrance YouTuber, feel free to use the tags. I will put them in the description along with the perfumes that I tried today. If you enjoy fragrance content, please like this video. And if you want to tell me what you would wear all season long, please throw that in the comments. I upload whenever it strikes my fancy, so if you'd like to continue to see blind buys, tag videos, hauls, reviews, please subscribe to Second is the Best, and I will see you in the next one.